Our next guest says the officers and agents fighting illegal immigration now have their hands tied behind their backs because of the Obama administration's orders not to enforce the law. That's right, I said to not enforce the law. Joining us now, the National Immigration and Customs Enforcement Union President, Chris Crane. Chris, good to have you with us. That's a serious charge to say that the Obama administration is ordering our law enforcement agents and agencies not to enforce the law. That's categorically the case?
I believe so, Lou. I mean, we've testified before Congress about this. We've turned over internal ICE documents to Congress that show that ICE leadership at the headquarters level is issuing orders out to the field for officers not to arrest certain groups of illegal aliens, to include ICE fugitives, prior deports, different groups, different individuals. So, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that it is absolutely happening within the agency.
And what is the reaction? What is the reaction of your union members, agents of Customs and Immigration Enforcement?
Well, it's obviously it's pretty bad. Morale is as low as it's ever been. I think in terms of federal agencies, we're ranked 208th out of all federal agencies. And when you compare that to groups like the U.S. Marshals or the FBI, other law enforcement agencies that are, 45, 60 in the ratings, and we're at 208th, I think that's a pretty clear indication just how bad morale has gotten. In addition to that, our folks are afraid to make arrests. They're afraid to do their jobs.
Why is that?
Well, because they're afraid of disciplinary action for doing their jobs. They are concerned that this administration and ICE and DHS don't support them, and that the only support from the administration is for immigrants advocacy groups, and that our officers have now become the targets instead of the illegal aliens.
Well, 400,000, according to Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano. 400,000, a record number of deportations have taken place over the past year. Are you saying that that's basically a fiction of some sort?
I haven't had a chance to crunch the numbers this year, Lou, but I will tell you this. Our officers work harder than any other group of law enforcement officers in the country, or at least as hard, I can promise you that. Now, last year we did look at the numbers, and what happened with the numbers last year was a little bit alarming. I think most of the public knows, it's been out in the media, that ICE lied about the numbers. They carried over 20,000 removals from the previous year and did all kinds of other, unusual things to make the numbers last year for a record-breaking year.
And when combined with that, we're told that the number of apprehensions on the border have declined over the course of the past year. You find all of those numbers suspect?
I think any number from ICE or DHS is suspect, to be quite frank with you.
Wow.
Yes.
And what you put together a vote of no confidence in John Morton, the director of ICE. It passed unanimously. I'm going to repeat that. That vote of no confidence passed unanimously, all 24 local union branches across the country, and no action taken, no response from DHS or Secretary Napolitano.
Secretary Napolitano will not meet with us. We've tried to meet with her several times over the years. She won't meet with us. John Morton, for the most part, refuses to meet with us. He doesn't want to meet with his own officers and agents. He doesn't want to hear what's happening out in the field. We have a complete breakdown, a complete disconnect between our officers, agents, and managers in the field and ICE and DHS headquarters.
All right. Chris Crane, we thank you for being here, ICE Union President. Alarming information. We appreciate it. We'll be following up with you. Thanks so much. Chris Crane.